Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Sensei Ace here with Lotus Club Jiu-Jitsu in Miami. I'm here with the Uke kid, my niece Santi, and in the back we have Caesar Black and Philip. And today we're going to show you some attacks from the turtle position, some neckties that I've learned over the years. So I hope you guys enjoy. So first thing that we want to talk about is the position of the turtle. So your knees are going to be spread out like so. I like to have my one foot on top of the other like this. Right? And then I sit back, put my butt on my heels, I put my elbows on the ground, and I like to keep my elbows on the outside of my knees like this, and keep my head in like this. You keep your elbows on the inside like this, it gives them the room for them to put their hooks in. So I like my elbows on the outside. Also like to keep my forehead posted on the ground, so I have ultimate support with my forearms, elbows, knees, my feet here. Notice they're flat, they're not active toes, they're flat. Boom, into a nice turtle. So that's what you want to work on, having a good turtle for defense, and then we're going to talk about how to attack that turtle. So first attack we're going to go for is a vice grip, and we're just going to use this as a submission or possibly just control. So your opponent's going to be here in the turtle position, and I'm literally just going to walk with my knees. Notice my knees are wide here, and I got a good base. I'm going to rest my chest a little bit right on her shoulder. So we should be making a T, you know, like this direction. I don't want to be off at any angle yet, just want to be here on a T. So if you notice, if I take my left hand, I'm going to reach underneath her armpit and then through her neck this way. Okay, so underneath the armpit and then to the neck this way. So if you notice, if I stay parallel to her here, my arm is a little bit short and it could be challenging for me to get my vice grip. So I want to kind of tilt my ear here on her lower back, and that's going to allow me to take my left hand and extend it out further like so. So I'm going to be here, put my ear in the lower back and reach my arm through, and then I'm going to grab my gable grip like so. Boom. When you grab your gable grip, guys, it's kind of like it's like when you're clapping, but you're going to keep your hands together like this, and almost like you're making that bassy sound of a clap. Like that, so a gable grip, boom, and boom. One thing to look for is that little curvature here. You're gonna want that resting on the back of their neck. So it looks like this. Here, left arm shoots through, boom, I make my arm longer, I grab my gable grip, and the curvature goes on their neck like this. Now your elbow is just gonna pry down like this. Okay, so you should have this type of a grip. So practice that a few times. Once you have practiced that a few times and you feel comfortable, like it fits like a puzzle, I want you guys to just try to get a submission. If you're lucky enough to have a training partner with you, I want you guys to squeeze your elbows in and then pull in. Make sure you bring your elbows together, and then pull them in. If you get a submission, cool. And of course you let go. Sometimes people are really strong and it just doesn't work too well. And this is when we're gonna go for the next attack. So after the vice grip, we're gonna go with our next attack. So they're in the turtle position. Again, I shoot my left arm through, making my arm long. I grab my vice grip and I bring my elbows together and I bring her in and I get a submission. Sometimes you get in, sometimes you don't. It's okay. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna dump them over. So when we do this, we have the vice grip. Just think of your elbow or your forearm compressing down while your other elbow is lifting up, like a steering wheel like this. Boom. At the same time, I'm going to post the leg on the back side here. So I could drive and push them over. I don't want to make the mistake of putting this leg up because then I'm kind of basing where I want to throw them. I want to put this leg here, elbow in. This one pushes down, this one lifts up, bam, and they should fall on their side, okay? Once they fall on their side, close all that space with your chest. Stay close to them like this. Okay. Now people have different variations how they finish the DARs. What I like to do is I abandon my vice grip. I use my right hand to just cup their head. Boom. So I went from vice grip to cupping their head to shooting my arm through more. So I went here, I cup the head, I shoot through. Then I grab my bicep and then I use my right hand to climb up on their back. Some people like to use their legs to sprawl all their weight down and they squeeze and get the finish. I like to just stay on my knees, and when I have the DARs, I use my bottom elbow to pull up to the ceiling. I feel like this cuts the artery a lot faster, and I don't have to use my body weight. So I'm able to be here again. Vice grip, cup the head, shoot my arm through, grab my bicep, find their back, and then use my left elbow, not my right elbow, my bottom elbow to lift up to the ceiling. One thing that I wanted to point out is how to transition from the front headlock to the vice grip position, because I think a lot of us end up in this front headlock position. And in case you forgot, or in case you need a little refresher, what I like to do is I focus on wherever the head is. So if they shot in for a double leg, or I'm attacking the turtle and I reach for the head, the side that I grab the head, so it'll be on this side of my lat, I'm gonna make a fist on that side, and my other hand grabs it. That's how I always remembered it. So say I'm reaching over the head, and I'm over the arm as well, and I grab my wrist here. So I have a front headlock. Watch how I transition to the vice grip. I'm gonna walk with my knees. As I walk there, I'm gonna dip my ear down like we talked about earlier, and I'm gonna shoot both my arms out this way. Okay, so this is what they call a guillotin. So I went from a guillotine in front with my elbows together. I walk to the side, I put my ear, and I shoot both my arms out to a guillotin. From here, pay attention, I take my right hand and I rotate over, boom, into my vice grip, and I bring my elbow down. I could bring her in at this point, okay? So one more time. Front headlock, remember fist is grabbing, reaching, and I'm grabbing my wrist. Okay, I walk to the side, I shoot both my arms out, and this could be loose, it's okay, it doesn't have to be tight. You want it to be loose so your arms shoot through, straight, and then I rotate this top grip, and then I curve over the neck and I come closer. Pull my elbows in for the submission. Now we're gonna put it all together. So I'm gonna start off with this front headlock, boom. I'm gonna walk to the side, put my ear down, shoot my arms out for a guillotin, rotate my top hand, and then I bring my elbow in. Now I'm into the vice grip. I'm gonna make sure I post the correct leg here, drive my elbow down while I lift the other side up, bringing them on their side. I'm then gonna collapse, cup their head, shoot my left arm through, grab my bicep, and bring my left elbow up for the submission. Okay guys, the last option is going into the Japanese necktie. There's a lot of reasons why I like this position. Two of the top reasons that I could think about is your arms don't have to be very long to finish the submission, and it uses your body weight. And it's one of the few attacks that I've been able to land on some higher belts. So that's why I really like it. So anyway, you're gonna be here, you're gonna start off with your guillotine. Bam. Make sure you have your right grip. Walk to the side, you go into your guillotin. Okay? You take your top hand, you rotate through, and you come into your vice grip, and you bring your elbow down like so. Sometimes you could pull them in and you get that submission. If not, you push your leg that's behind you, boom, and you drive them to the side. Bam. Now from here, instead of going into the Dars, I'm gonna take my left leg and hook her top leg and pull her in a little bit more. From here, I'm gonna jump, and I'm gonna make sure I keep my elbow in and I land my stomach to the back of her head like so. Boom. Once I do that, I should have enough control on her that I'm not choking her, but the minute I squeeze and I flex my hips forward, I end up getting the submission. So one thing I want to point out about the Japanese necktie, just like any other jiu-jitsu movement, is the more you do it, the more control you should have over it. Meaning, can I try one more time, Santi? Meaning when I go in here, guillotine, I'm gonna go a little bit faster here. Guillotine, guillotin, vice grip, first submission, throw my leg over, get her on her side. I walk, I hook her top leg, I bring her in a little bit more, I jump, and I put my belly to the back of her head, and I bring this leg in, and I go for my submission. I want you guys to give that a shot, and I want you guys to keep in mind how you change positions. So notice I had the guillotine, the fist, and I'm grabbing. I went to the side, guillotin, and then I took my top hand and I went to a vice grip. Okay, so just that alone could get a little confusing. So that's something that you could practice at home as a solo drill as well. Guillotine, guillotin, vice grip, and then just try to get faster with it like this. So I hope that made sense, guys, and I hope that helps out your jiu-jitsu a little bit. And look out for more videos from Sensei Ace and the Uke Kid. Oos.